I'm Lanny, and this week on Brokestead we're going to plant some lettuce and a bunch of other stuff, mostly bulbs. But lettuce is like the first thing I like to start because you can eat it pretty quickly, and it makes you feel like spring is actually here. It probably isn't, but yeah, lettuce is easy. That's why I love it. Just kind of, and then bam, come back and it'll grow. And you got lettuce. That easy. Obviously, remember to water it. But a lot of moss. That's why I probably should move it. Well, the first thing we've got to do is prepare the area we're going to plant in. And I've decided to use this area. Yeah, it's going to break quick. This is the other place that shines. This is in a garden, and I love this Pulaski. I guess in Australia they call it a mattock. This one person was saying on the comments. So yeah, there you go. Learned something new just for doing this. It's got the Gooditude rating of like 8.5 maybe. You barely gotta do anything. See, with a regular hoe, you gotta hoe your butt off. That's just like bam. Earth removed. Yeah, we're gonna plant some various things, like a peony. I always want to call this one petunia, and then I always want to call petunias peonies. My brain wired it wrong. And then we got dahlias. Now, allegedly, I have to dig these up every year. Yeah. Dahlias are not winter hardy and need to be dug up after the first frost. So we're gonna plant these ones somewhere easy to dig up. So not in here. We got these phlox, and we're gonna plant them somewhere else too. So we're gonna plant some Irish. What? Let's just go with Dutch Irish. And they're pretty. So we're gonna plant, I don't know. Not all 50 over here. But yeah, so we're gonna plant some of these, and these just want to be planted, you know, just says on the back. But for those of you who might have some bulbs, yeah, even they're like bulbsareasy.com. Go check them out. I'm sure they got better tips than I do. So yeah, let's plant some of these bad boys. Yeah, we'll plant other things in here later, but even it says that you should plant other things with it. So we'll probably plant some like vines and beans. pointy end up, about 4 inches deep. And about equal amount, about 4 inches apart. This is a buddy chicken's baby. She is just as annoying. As you can tell, she's like a little mutant freak. Yeah, she is what is called a scissor-beaked chicken. Oh yes. See, she's sunbathing. Loves the sunbeams, chickens. They are the original sun worshippers. In my book. If you got chickens, which you probably do, because they are amazing, you are going to want to cover your bare dirt. Because bare dirt to chickens is just like an invitation to have a bath. Start scratching at it. Now it looks far less like a place for chickens to want to So this is actually my test hugel culture bed. If you don't know what hugel culture is, it's basically you bury a bunch of wood, and as the wood gets wet, it releases moisture, because of diffusion, and keeps your garden wet, even though, it might seem dry. The roots will still be wetter underneath, right? And yeah, this is supposed to be my herb garden, but not very many herbs have took. I've been having kind of the worst kind of weather. But there is a lavender growing in here, and there is also a little tiny wild yarrow plant that I dug up and drug over here. My rosemary died, my stevia died, my parsley died, so yeah, we're gonna try a plant to, some phlox, blue paradise, and some more of those irises, just a couple. What are you doing? It's not even a bulb or anything. It's just straight up root. And then you gotta plant that root, you know, just under the soil. So it says it's a really good accent plant, which I believe. So I'm going to plant one on either side of the path. Troy Diatrine, he actually helped me with that path. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. You can see it's kind of got like a stem. You can think of this as kind of like the brain of the plant right there, they say. That's where most of the, you know, neurotransmitters, you know, plant chemicals come from. Right in there. The plant signals. And yeah, just barely plant him. And now we should hopefully have a fancy border. We already got some little irises over here. These ones are bearded irises. And I was hoping that the deer wouldn't eat them much, because they are allegedly toxic to deer, but they munched on them pretty good. They didn't seem to care. So yeah. Peonies will grow in most soils provided they are not too wet and are adequately drained. Oh. Dig a large hole at least 12 inches or 30 centimeters deep. Mix in well-rotted manure. Avoid planting peonies too deep. The top of the crown should be no more than 2 inches or 5 centimeters below the surface. Once planted, you gotta leave it in there for 5 years. Open that so you can breathe. So I'm gonna plant this pain in the butt flower in a pot because it can't do winter. So in that way we can dig it up easier. have a microphone.